Students, we are on chapter 19, that is direct and indirect speech. So what is a direct speech? The direct speech is a mode of narration in which the speaker's words are presented exactly the way they are said by using a quotation mark. Exactly here. Jagat said, I study mathematics in school. What is put in the quotation mark? Quoted speech. What is the quoted speech? Within the inverted comma, we put the quoted speech. Okay. What is here? I study mathematics in school. It is a quoted speech. We put in the inverted commas. So here it is written that direct speech is a mode of narration in which the speaker's words are presented exactly the way they are said in a quotation mark. Okay, this is a quoted speech like this. What is the quoted speech? I study mathematics in the school. You put in the quoted speech. It is put in the inverted commas. Okay. Now, Jagat said, I study mathematics in school. The sentence within the inverted commas are quoted speech. This is a quoted speech. I study mathematics in the school. And the verb that tells us about the quoted speech is known as introducing or reporting verb. So what is the reporting verb here? Jagat said. It is a reporting verb. So what it is written here? The verb that tells us about the quoted speech is known as the introducing or reporting verb. We use either a comma or a colon to separate the quoted speech and the introducing verb. We use a comma or a semicolon. Here we use a comma to separate both sentences. The reporting verb, Jagat said, is a reporting verb, and I study mathematics in the school. It is a quoted speech. To separate that, what do we put in the direct speech? We put a comma. Okay, you understood now? So, once again, I will repeat the same thing. In the words within the inverted commas are quoted speech. The verb that tells us about the quoted speech is known as introducing or reporting verb. We use either a comma or a colon to separate the quoted speech and the introducing verb. That much we have to. So you have to learn the definitions. You write it in the copy and learn it. What is a direct speech? Direct speech is a mode of narration in which the speaker's words are presented exactly the way they are said by using quotation mark. Okay. Now, what is an indirect speech? What is an indirect speech? Indirect speech is the mode of narration in which the exact word of the speaker are reported or summarized in the words of a person who report it. Only that changes. In which the exact word of the speaker are reported or summarized in the words of a person who reported. In the words of a person who reported. Only that changes comes here. Okay. Now, the direct speech of the above sentences. How can we change that? You see here, the changes how to take place. This is Jagat said, I study mathematics in school. It is in which speech? It is in direct speech. So how do you change into indirect speech? Jagat said that, we add that as a subordinative conjunction, that we add here to join the sentence, the reporting verb and the quoted speech. To join both that, we add that here. That he studied, I change into he, verb study change into studied, the past tense, past form of study. Studied mathematics in school. Jagat said that he studied mathematics in school. That's a change, reporting the direct speech into indirect speech. Only the thing that you have to remember, when we change into direct speech into indirect speech, we take out the comma. In some sentences, the reporting verb remain as it is. We add that as a subordinative conjunction, that to join the sentence. And also, the I change into the pronoun he. Okay, if the subject is masculine, according to that, the pronoun changes. Here it is Jagat here, we change into he here. And the verb study change into studied, the past form of the verb studied. Okay, rest of the sentences continues as it is. Okay, students. Now, this table can shows the difference between direct and the indirect speech, and also it is given a table on page number 171. What are the difference between direct speech and indirect speech? Okay, so first one we shall read it. Quoted speech is placed within the inverted commas. We have already told in direct speech, quoted speech is placed within the inverted commas. It is a direct speech. The quoted speech, I study mathematics in school. It is put in the inverted commas in the indirect speech. Whereas in indirect speech, is there any quoted speech? Or no inverted commas are used in indirect speech. In indirect speech, there is no commas or quotation mark is put in the indirect speech. The next one you have to remember when you change the direct into indirect speech is that the introducing or reporting verb and the quoted speech are separated by comma or a colon. We have already told that in the direct speech, the reporting verb, the quoted speech are separated with a comma or a semicolon. So here it is, I have put comma here. So in direct speech, it is very necessary that when you look at this, the direct speech, always there will be a comma to separate in the reporting verb and the quoted speech. Okay. So whereas in indirect speech, is there any comma to separate the sentence? No. We don't there is no comma or a semicolon or a colon is used in the indirect speech. When you do the exercise, you have to remember all these things. Okay. So the third one, no conjunction is needed in the direct speech. Is there any conjunction is needed in the direct speech? No. You can see here, Jagat said, I study mathematics. Is there any conjunction here? No. So you have to remember that when there is a direct speech, there is no conjunction is used. But whereas in indirect speech, what we use in indirect speech? A subordinative conjunction such as that is used to join the main sentence with the quoted speech. Whereas in the indirect speech, we always use that, a subordinative conjunction. That is used to connect the sentences together. Okay, so that is used to connect the sentences together in a indirect speech. So the next thing you have to remember, there can be two different tenses in a single sentences. In the following example, the introducing or reporting verb is in the simple past, while the verb of the quoted speech is in simple present. Okay, same like that. Jagat said, I study mathematics in school. We will have to change the introducing the reporting verb into simple past tense. Jagat said that he studied mathematics in the school. The first one, I studied changed into he studied. Simple past, what is this? Simple present tense change into simple past. Okay. The last one you have to remember, the pronouns of the quoted speech is in the first person. In the above examples, the pronoun is in the first person I, while the speaker is in the third person singular Jagat. And whereas in the indirect speech, the personal pronoun is changed from the first person singular to the third person singular masculine, following the rules of the agreement between the pronoun and its antecedents. So always the persons, first person, second person and third person, it is changes according to the sentence, okay, according to the changes taken from the first person singular to the third person singular masculine. Okay, now from direct to indirect speech, changing the tenses. You have to remember, when we change the narration of the sentence from direct to indirect speech, we need to change the tense of the verb in the direct speech to match the tense of the reporting verb. What we have to remember? We need to change the tense of the verb in the indirect speech to match the tense of the report. You have to match with the tense, whether it goes or not, we have to see. So, reporting verb, simple present. Verb remain unchanged. In simple present, the verb is remain unchanged. For example, Jagat says, I love my country. Jagat says, I love my country. Which tense it is? Which speech it is? The direct speech. How to change into indirect speech? Jagat says that he loves his country. So the tense remain unchanged. There is no changing in the tense in the simple present. Okay. Now next one is simple future. Tense remain unchanged. Sentence we can say, Jagat will say, I love my country. Jagat will say, I love my country. So let us see the indirect speech. How to change here? Jagat will say that he loved his country. Is there any changes in the reporting verb here? The verb here? No. The tense remain unchanged. Okay? So, in simple present, simple future and also present perfect, the tense remain unchanged. The tense remain unchanged. We will look at the present perfect. One example. Jagat said, I love my country. Jagat has said that he loves his country. So, what are the things you have to remember here? Simple present, simple future, present perfect. The tense remain unchanged. Okay? Remember that? Simple present, simple future, present perfect. The tense remain unchanged. Okay? So, now the homework is, you have to remember the rules which is given here in your textbook. Read out that, understand it, learn the definitions of the direct and indirect speech, and how to change the direct and indirect speech. The table is given here in your textbook. Please read it out and learn it. And do the exercise 1. Okay? Thank you students for listening.